You're listening to Opinions in Beer.
Wow. Put a lot of oxygen into the fermenting yeast. They go aerobic and they start multiplying.
Great American Ale Off?
Cause of death. Dun dun dun.
It tastes worse than Bud Light.
Straight up 10.
Oh my god! It's Opinions and Beer! I'm your host, Adam. Today, we've got an anti-coronavirus episode. Do y'all remember, for those listening in the future, do y'all remember coronavirus? Well, this episode is being recorded near the end of wave number 1 of coronavirus. Is there a wave number 2? You know. Because it's the future. Anyways, but today I got my dear co-host live next to me. We are saying F these guidelines, F the 6 feet. We've got Edray 1416.
Hello.
We've got the most controversial figure. Well, Edray is the most controversial figure in the world, but the most controversial podcast figure on the podcast we have right here, Timothy Miller.
How you doing?
There we are. That was rough. That was controversial in itself. You have created controversy so badly right then. The people in Georgia hate you. No, I'm just joking.
That's why I live in Texas.
That's why I live in Texas. Edray, how have you been? We've got a big episode today.
Oh, I've been fine.
Man, you know what? You've been on some episodes, but you know what you haven't done? You haven't whined. You haven't whined in a while. Today we've got Whining with Edray. Today we've got the beer of the day. You know what? Yeah, I have some stories and whatnot. I have some stuff to get to. Let's go ahead and kind of jump right into this. Let's go ahead. I'm going to how should we do this? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say what I'm drinking. I'm gonna give you the stats of my beer, and then as I'm pouring it, Edray is going to give the stats of we're going to wine with Edray. So I'm going to tell you what the beer of the day is, then we're going to wine with Edray, we're going to review, then we're going to go into story mode and do whatever little bit we have for this particular episode. So that brings me to, Timmy, the beer of the day. And today's beer of the day is Red King by Real Ale Brewing Company. Red King is an Imperial Red Ale. A crown of hops rests atop a deep crimson malt body. This bad boy is 8.6% in alcohol by volume in a 22-ounce bomber glass. Woo! Working in the hill country from a foundation of time-honored brewing tradition, Real Ale believes minimal processing produces maximum flavor. This here beer is brewed in Blanco best before July 25th, 2020. Thank God I did not see that. So thank God we're going to drink this before July 25th, 2020. I did not know Red Ales. I thought Imperial Red Ale, at least, Imperial Red Ales do last a little bit longer than a different styles of ales. But I did not know I did not know Imperials go bad. So when they don't really go bad, it's just the flavor changes from the original intended flavor. Is what that date is for. Anyways, that's the beer of the day. Edray, before we get into the review, guess what? We are going to wine with Edray. Edray, take it away.
Well, today's episode of Whining with Edray is a flip-flop head shrinker red wine, sweet red wine of the Flip Flop Company from California. It is a critically acclaimed wine right here. So let's see what this is. It is a medium-bodied sweet red with juicy cherries, ripe strawberries, and a soft, velvety finish. And this is vented and bottled by Flip Flop Wines from Livermore in Ripon, California. And the alcohol by volume is 12.0%. So now I'm going to go ahead and pour this. This is a relatively new wine that I've never tried before. This is a sweet red, but as I said before, a sweet red, I've had it once before with the Carlo Rossi's sweet red wine, and it was a 9.0, alcohol by volume, and it's so this one here, it has a little bit more alcohol by volume than the Colorossi sweet red wine. And now I'm gonna go ahead and sniff this. Okay, so it smells very fresh. It's not as fresh as the Colorossi sweet red wine, but it is it has a pretty good smell to it. And now it's time to go ahead and try this. Alright, so it is a different taste from Colorossi because, like this bottle said, it's not only sweet red wine, but it also has cherries and ripe strawberries. So that makes the taste a little bit different than the Colorossi sweet red wine. But I will admit here that it is a pretty good one. And as opposed to the Colorossi edition, this flip-flop is very good. And I have to say flip-flop deserves my stamp of approval, as I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10.
Holy guacamole! A 9 out of 10 for that flip-flop wine? Well, speaking of red flip-flop wine, let's get on to this Imperial Red. I did not realize we have a red wine and a red ale. Look at that. Imperial Red Ale. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, wow, it smells kind of winey. Does it smell winey to you?
Smells
Maybe that's your wine. Is that your
really
wine?
good.
Is your wine transcending into my aroma?
I wouldn't know that.
My aroma testing? My aroma testing? Your darn wine. It's too smelly. No, it's definitely this beer.
Yeah, it's definitely the Imperial.
It smells good, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to try this beer. Wow, that oddly tastes like wine. Like a not as strong as wine. Obviously at 8%, wine's obviously going to have a stronger alcoholic taste attached to it, regardless. But for a beer, this is like really kind of like, it's like winey. Oh wow, it tastes like a weak wine, which is, I'm not. We can't compare it to wine because it's a beer. This is opinions and beer. But the taste, kind of like how some beer tastes. Some beer we reviewed on the show tastes like very weak whiskey.
There's a beer.
No, there's a beer aftertaste.
I feel like this resembles a beer that we've tested in the past.
Like what?
I couldn't tell you. It was somewhere. It was somewhere close to the. I don't know.
What is I wonder what else is made with this, because I feel like we're missing some of the.
But I like it.
I
will give this a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. It is really
so
a great
this
beer.
Beer Advocate has this beer ranked at the 68th best. That means top 100 out of the thousands of beer. No, look, out of the thousands of beers, this beer is ranked in the top 100 Imperial Red Ales. So that is saying something.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone else gets this wine taste. I'm not seeing anyone else getting a wine taste. Maybe it's just us. Not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I can't see what else is being put in this beer. It's not really. It didn't really have too many details, which is, I guess, a good thing, because we deduct points to beers that do not taste like they're advertised, and this has a very
good smell.
The description on this beer is very lackluster, which actually, it leaves our brains wondering, like, what does that taste? What are we tasting in this beer? What notes
we are tasting
coming
that
through?
Good Texas craft.
What notes are you picking up? Is that like a wine or is it like an apple flavor? It almost has like a ciderishness to it.
Maybe,
But with like an Imperial Red aftertaste.
Maybe a Red's Apple Ale.
Ah!
Maybe in a way
It has
maybe
Red's
that's why we
Apple
think
has
it is,
very
but
similar to Red's Apple.
Yeah.
You're right.
But not just
But not like artificial.
not like straight like like too potent red apple
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, of
It
course.
has its own man. It has its own.
And I'm sure there's not apple in this. It's just for some reason
Yeah.
how the beer was made. It's just producing this apple-like,
Aroma.
wine-like
Aroma.
flavor.
Yeah.
This flavor. I mean, I can't explain it.
Yeah,
It's hard to explain.
But for
But this is probably.
an ale, it's really.
I don't really
good.
like. I'm not a big red ale guy. I'll be the first to admit I am not a big red ale guy. This one's pretty good. I'm gonna give this.
9 out of 10.
No, I'm gonna give it maybe an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 on the red ale scale, which I don't
9 out
give.
of 10.
I don't really give red ales. Maybe I should probably give it a 7. I'm gonna give it an 8 though, because this is really solid. And I don't typically like red ales, and because of this one, kind of is swaying my opinion on red ales as a whole. Well, at least in Imperial red ales, at least. I'm definitely gonna have to give this a solid 8 out of 10. Whew! Good job, Real Ale. Real Ale, Red King. Red King is a
Real
solid
Ale.
8 out of 10.
The real
Imperial
King,
Red Ale.
made in Texas.
Edray, do you like Kings?
It depends on who they are.
Who's your favorite king in the world?
Are there kings in this world today?
In the past world?
Guess King Henry VIII.
King Henry VIII. I'm a big King Tut fan myself.
I'm a big King Arthur fan.
King Arthur? Is that a... Edray, is that a real... Is Timmy full of crap?
We don't know. I mean, how often is he in the cotton field?
Was King...
Good one.
Was King Arthur a real king?
Probably as real as King David.
Who was that?
He was the king of Israel in the old times.
Oh, was he real or no?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
So King Arthur was real?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it. I don't
Alright.
buy it for a second. You full of shit.
Says the guy that loves to drink.
Now, today's episode. Oh, you know what? No, before we get to that, I have a story. So before we get into kings and shit, we got a whole bit coming up about kings. What king are we? I got a story to talk about, Edray. Edray, do you remember a fella by the name of Connor Connolly?
Let me guess, he's dead, isn't he?
No.
No. He's not.
Okay, so Connor Connolly was dating, or basically married. He's engaged. A while back, he was engaged to a girl named Janie. You know who Janie is? Anyways, he lived. They lived together. They were a pretty serious couple back in the day. But they broke up, and obviously you heard about me and Connor's falling out. Well, the other day, he fell out with me. I would love to be friends with him. I see him when I see him. I try to talk to him. You know. Anyways, the other day, Janie messaged my wife. She messaged my wife and was like,
What'd she say?
she said, "Hey, I thought you were a bitch, but Connor wanted to fuck Adam, and he left me and likes dudes."
How dare her?
So basically, Connor is a homo.
Well,
No,
she
she
said
is a
she
lunatic.
said that Connor was jealous of Lauren, and that's why Connor hated Lauren, my wife.
What?
Because she was dating me and Connor wanted to bang me. And Connor likes dudes. What's your thoughts on that, Edray?
Sounds like he's a jealous homosexual.
Connor, if you hear this...
Don't call Connor a homosexual.
Connor, if
I'm
you
sure
hear
he
this,
ain't.
and
What do you expect me to call him, a cigarette?
if you don't say that either. Connor, if you hear this, and you have some sort of sexual infatuation with me, I just want you to know that it's not to... Yes, Mike's? My mask? Okay. What mask? Blue mask? I don't have a mask. I don't have no blue mask. Anyways, Oh, that was a coronavirus joke, everybody. The blue mask.
We're breaking Corona.
Breaking Corona. My.
And we're all gonna go to jail for it.
My Corona. My.
We ain't really breaking
Anyways,
Corona.
what's your...
I got a mask on.
I just wanted to say
do
that.
look
I just
like
wa-
an outlaw while wearing it, but
I just wanted to bring
do
up
have
that
one.
story about how Connor is apparently, according to this woman that messaged my wife, who called her a bitch, and then proceeded to say that that her ex-husband was jealous of her and wanted to bang me. So I think
So what were you gonna say before you got rudely interrupted? What were you going to tell Connor?
Oh, Connor, if you hear this, please reach out and explain yourself. Explain these accusations being made about you.
And if you fail to explain it, he would like to fight you in the parking lot.
No, I don't want to fight him. I want to hug him. But just don't grab me in my no-no square.
Edray, stir the pot.
Don't be stirring pots.
Yeah, because Timmy's a master of stirring pots before smoking it.
Oh, you're a pot stirrer.
And pot smoker.
What?
No, not really.
You're a drug head. You'll always be a drug head. You're a domino motherfucker.
Play on words.
You look like a goddamn domino. You look like a walking domino. Anyways, let's get on to the bit. Okay,
Let's get on to the bit. What
that was a fun
ancient
little story.
king
We're about
are
15
you?
minutes in. So this is for all three of us. So all three of us are going to be doing this. I think it's like 12 questions or something weird. So let's go to each tab, start this quiz. Okay, so we're starting the quiz. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Question 1 out of 21 for all three of us. So all three of us are going to pick one. Try not to pick this. I mean, if we have to pick the same, we have to. If you have to. So this is to determine which ancient king are we. So we're all going to figure out which ancient king. This is quiz day. This is quiz.
So
Quiz.
So should we do this all one at a time?
We're doing it together, and I'll answer them. It's all the same questions.
Okay.
Okay. So
it'll be the same answers.
no, they should not be the same answers. Question 1 out of 21. Which part of your schooling did you enjoy the most? Academics, athletics, social clubs, everything.
Athletics.
Okay, let's pick. Okay, the first one will be Timmy's. Let's do athletics for Timmy.
Academics.
Academics. And then me, my favorite thing was probably social clubs. Even though I was not a part of any of them. I spied on the social clubs from a distance. It was creepy.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
But satisfying.
Okay, so now we have Timmy, Edray, Adam, in that order. When you have a problem, how do you solve it? Do you tackle it immediately and figure out the particulars as you go? Do you look for the source and work methodically from there? Do you try to find a way to stop the problem? I try to find a way to stop the problem while I fix the damage it has already caused. I ask someone for help and advice. I don't have problems. Which one?
I don't have problems.
You don't have problems?
Nah, I have problems.
All right.
Probably the
How do you solve your problems? Do you ask someone for help? Do you tackle it? Do you tackle your problems and figure out what's up? Do you look for the source of your problems and fix them from there, or do you?
I probably look for the source of my problems and then fix them from there.
Okay. Edray?
I try to find a way to stop the problem while I fix the damage it has already caused.
That's what you do? Me? Let's see. I think I tackle it immediately. Okay. Okay. Which of these would you hate the most? Hosting a foreign exchange student for a week, going on a diet, going away from your family for a week, swimming in a muddy river, spending a week in a messy person's house. Which would be worse, Timmy? What's one of those you hate the most? What would you hate to do? Would you hate to host a foreign exchange student? Would you hate to go on a diet? Would you hate to spend a week away from your family? Would you hate to swim in Muddy River? Or would you hate
I
spending a
would
week
probably hate to go on a diet.
going on a diet?
Yeah.
Edray, what's yours?
Spending a week in a messy person's house.
Mine is Jeez. I wouldn't mind swimming in a muddy river. I guess going away from family. That's something. Okay. Question 4 out of 21. What do you think of yourself? I'm a god? I'm a jolly good fellow. No one can deny it. Well, I suppose I'm alright. I don't care what you think of me. I'm a fair person and I complete tasks well. Which one of these are yours?
I don't care what you think about me.
All right,
Probably.
Timmy, don't care what you think about him. Edray?
I'm a fair person. I complete tasks well.
And me, I'm a god! Next up, you're at the movie theater with your friend when someone approaches her and says something rude. What do you do? Do you punch them in the face? Speak to them condescendingly until they go away? Put your arm around her and guide her away? Ask the person what this is all about and then try to resolve the situation peacefully. Timmy, what do you do? You're at the movie theater with your friend. Someone approaches her and says something rude. Do you speak to them condescendingly until they go away? Do you hey man, you're dumb. You want to fight? Do you just straight up punch them in the face?
Probably just punch them in the face.
Do you put your arm around her and be like, come on babe, let's run away? Or you ask the person, hey, what the hell's going on? Let's try to fix this.
Probably speak to them condescendingly. And if they say something sly, punch them in the face.
So which one?
Punch them in the face.
Okay. Edray.
Put your arm around her and guide her away.
You're guiding them away. What do I do? Do I punch them in the face? No, I'm speaking condescendingly. I'm a talker. What do you say? You win $20,000. What do you do with the money? Do you put a pool in the backyard? Do you go on a multinational trip? Do you ask your financial advisor what he would do? Do you donate part to charity and use what's left on a remodeling project? Timmy, you get $20,000. Out of these choices, what do you do?
Are these all the choices I get?
Yes. Do you put a pool, multinational trip, financial advisor, or charity and remodeling?
Charity and remodeling.
No, you don't. You're full of shit.
No.
You wouldn't.
I get to remodel something?
What's left on our? You're gonna
Get
donate.
the build.
You're donating. Okay. Whatever. I'll choose that one.
It's a win-win.
For who?
For charity and for
Fine.
me. I get the build.
You get $20,000.
Don't judge
You're giving
me.
it all away. Okay. Edray, what do you do?
Go on a multinational trip.
This is gonna be the first one where I choose the same thing. I think I go on a multinational trip.
I can't leave the country.
Yeah.
Much less the counties around me.
How do you feel about your family? I would kill for my family. I love my brothers and sisters, but I don't trust my aunts and uncles. I love my family and want them to have great success. I love them and want them all to myself. Or meh. How do you feel about your family?
1 and 3.
Huh?
1 and 3.
1 and 3?
Yeah.
I would kill for my family, or I love my family and have great success.
I love my... Well,
Would you kill someone for your family?
probably, but that's neither here nor there. But let's go with I love my family.
Okay.
Want them to have great success.
Edray.
That's a good one, too.
Alright, let's see. This is going to be a tough one, but I'm going to say meh.
You're mad about your family. I love my brothers and sisters, but I don't trust my aunts and uncles. I love my family. I love them and want them all to myself. I would kill for my family. Meh. Let's see. Let's see. Oh.
Billy Goat.
I guess I don't trust some of my aunts and uncles. You're right. Maybe I don't trust some of them. Aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, great. Aunts and uncles, ugh. Okay. When you're in the thick of a crisis or battle, where do you place your faith? In a higher power, your abilities, or the people who are helping you? So you put God, yourself, or others. Where do you put your faith when you're in a crisis?
In a crisis, probably with God, but in a battle, probably my abilities.
You gotta pick one.
Well, I don't know.
When you're in the thick of a crisis or battle, a crisis battle, mental battle. This is mental.
A mental battle. I don't have problems.
Oh my! That's not cool. Higher power, abilities, helping you.
My abilities.
Fine. Edray.
Higher power.
I might actually help the people that are helping me. It's crazy enough. They don't help me that great, though. No. Which ancient king are you? Oh, no. How do you feel about faith? My faith is in myself, in science, and in effort. My faith is important to me and is a personal experience. I work hard to bring others into my faith or religion. Which one? Do you have faith in yourself, science, and effort? Is your faith important to your personal experience? Or do you work... Is your faith more personal? Do you work hard to make others faithful? Or do you have faith in only yourself and science?
Probably number 2. My faith is important to
Me and is a
my
personal experience,
I guess.
Alright, Edray.
I work hard to bring others into my faith or religion.
And I think I may go with Timmy on this one and choose the my faith is personal experience. Okay. How's your love life? I'm a serial monogamist. I love and respect my only partner. My attractions run toward impropriety. My attractions are bad. Let's start with Edray. Edray, what do you pick?
I'm a serial monogamist.
What's a serial monogamous?
Means you do not have intercourse with nobody. You have no love life.
Oh, wasn't I supposed to go first?
Basically, yeah, I let him go first though, just so because I wanted to see what he would pick. Because I knew he'd pick monogamous. And I wanted to explain it to you before you picked monogamy. So, are you a serial? Timmy, are you more of a monogamist, or when you're in a love life, when you have a love life, are you a serial monogamist? Do you love and respect your one person you're with? Or do your attractions run toward, are you a horny bastard? Horny bastard, love with one person, no sex.
Probably love with one person.
Okay. And I do the same. Love with one person. Pick a myth. Okay, we'll start with Timmy back. We're going back to Timmy. Pick a mythical beast. Unicorn, phoenix, leviathan, winged snakes, griffin.
Probably a griffin.
Griffin.
Griffins are cool.
I'm gonna pick a winged snakes. Oh, dragons. Winged snakes are dragons.
You didn't say dragons earlier.
Winged snakes.
Winged snake is a winged snake. A dragon is a dragon.
Yeah, it's a winged snake, bro. That's what a dragon is.
A dragon's a dragon.
They're trying to trick you.
They did trick me.
I might choose unicorn or something stupid. I'm doing unicorn. Edray.
Phoenix.
Walking with the phoenix. What would you rather wear? Leather, gold, or robes? Timmy, you want to wear leather, gold, or robes?
This is a trick question.
Maybe.
Because gold would be pretty cool to be wearing.
Is that what you want?
Nah.
What do you pick? Come on now. It's three.
Probably gold, yeah.
Okay. You said no just a second ago. Edray.
Robes.
Oh shit! No. I want leather. Edray wants robes. Okay. What would you rather do on a Saturday? Would you rather play football, take a dip in a hot spring, play a role-playing game, work in the yard, or go to a festival? Hey, wait 1 second, guys. Edray, I'm gonna feel dumb at the when I re-listen to this podcast, ain't I?
Yeah, because you slowed down and had a brain fart.
Well, did I? Am I second?
Yeah, you made yourself second.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I was second the whole time and that I didn't switch us near the end there. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Divine 4. That one looks good. Oh, man. Someone just showed us a St. Arnold's Divine number 4. Oh, I want to try that one.
I do too.
Okay. What would you rather do on a Saturday? Play football, hot spring, role-playing game,
on me?
yard. Yes, it's you.
How about take a dip in the hot spring?
Take a dip in the hot spring. All right. And me, I would like to go to a festival. Edray,
Work in the yard.
you yard worker.
It's a Saturday, y'all. Come on.
What do you do when you, what do you do when you lose a game? Demand a rematch, plot revenge, offer opponent refreshments, and then do something else? Accept defeat and analyze what went wrong.
I'm never defeated.
What do you do when you lose?
You demand a rematch.
All right, my turn. I think I
Plot revenge.
plot my revenge. Edray.
Accept defeat and analyze what went wrong.
Okay. We're on 15. 15 of 21. Pick a TV show. Jesus. Bridezilla, Law and Order, House of Cards, Amish Mafia, Bates Motel, The Brady Bunch. This is a TV show that you would watch if you were an ancient king. What would you watch, Timmy?
I definitely would be watching the Brady Bunch.
You wouldn't?
No, I would be watching Amish Mafia.
I knew it. I knew you. I could have done this. I could have voted for you. I knew you were gonna pick Amish Mafia. I knew it. I knew it. What would I watch? I'd be watching out of these particular ones. I might be watching the Brady Bunch. I don't like any of those shows. Bates is okay. Bates would have been my second choice, and then Law and Order. Edray, what's yours?
Law and Order.
I could have picked that one too.
But you didn't, so you lose.
What's it all for? My people, myself, my higher power for what's right. What's everything for? Your people, yourself, your God, for what is right.
What is right?
You say what is right? My turn. My people, myself. What do you got?
My higher power.
How influential are you? People may not like me, but they do what I say, and that's what's important. Oh, yeah. I can negotiate to a point, but I don't like it when people waste my time, delaying, giving me what I want. Not there. I mostly rely on the opinions of others. People tend to listen to me. I'm fair. I consider other people's viewpoints. How influential are you? Timmy? Do people not like you? Can you negotiate?
Let's see. People may not like me, but they want.
Do you rely on other people's opinions? Are you not influential? Are you fair? People tend to listen to you because you're fair.
Probably people tend to listen to me because I'm fair.
Okay. I'm gonna pick. People may not like me.
I can negotiate to a point, but
Yep, I can negotiate to a point. Edray, what's yours? How influential are you?
Not very.
Not very. Jeez. Pick an ancient queen. Nefertiti, Esther, Guinevere, what? Clytemnestra? Clytemnestra? Pick one. Who's your queen?
I actually have no idea who any of these queens are.
Pick one. Pick the one that sounds the best to you. Nefertiti. Nefertiti. Guinevere.
Guinevere.
Okay, you pick Guinevere. I'm gonna pick Nefertiti. Edward, who you got?
Esther.
Esther. What a biblical choice of you. Pick a pet. Horse, cat, dove, dog.
Dog.
I'm gonna pick. Well, what have I picked? I'm gonna pick. I'll pick dog with you. What do you got, Edray?
Horse.
Horse. Horse. How do you feel about your country? It is perfect. I would like to see some attention paid to infrastructure. I'm all for funding academics, arts, and athletics. It used to be great, but I don't share the values of the last government, and I want things to go back to the way they used to. Oh, that's some. I see what they're doing there. Okay, Timmy. What do
It
you
is
think?
perfect.
Okay, country is perfect. I think this was you, Allie. I think we've switched. I think the only person that's right is going to be Timmy's quiz, but don't matter. This is still.
Timmy's always right.
This would be mine.
The Rock.
I've
says.
claimed the middle one. I've claimed the middle. It used to be great. I'm all for funding. I like to see more infrastructure and public works. It is perfect. It used to be great. Fudge. Let's do infrastructure. Edray.
It used to be great.
Oh, you picked the Trump one. If you were king for a day, what would you do? Attack something? Have pictures taken of myself wearing the royal garb? Throw a big party? Clean up the law books and allocate more money for foster children? Timmy, what would you do? This is the last question, guys. What you got, Tim? Timmy.
Probably attack something.
Going to attack something. Tacky, tack. If you were king for a day, what would you do? I would have pictures taken of myself. Edray, what do you got?
Clean up the law books.
Clean up the law books. Allocate more money for foster children. All right. What the hell?
We were trolled.
Guys!
What?
We all got the same answer somehow.
In other words, we got trolled by the website. All of this for nothing.
We were all King Tut.
We are all King Tut. What a bullshit quiz.
Ring it.
Read
it. You are young at heart.
Okay. We all got King Tut. I'm so
There
mad.
can be only one.
I'm so mad. Do you think this happened because I did it on the same page? I did it on different tabs. I wonder if it runs through cookies or something. How are we all King Tut? We all chose different answers.
And before Adam turns green and becomes the Incredible Adam.
Different answers. What if I just choose something else? It's all King Tut. Dude, it's all King Tut.
And there goes opinions in beer, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, we just did we should have done the other quiz. Damn it. We'll be doing this again sometime. Not this, but hey, that was I think that was fun to do the quiz, even though we got trolled at the end.
We are all an ancient.
We are all King Tut. We are young at heart, very diplomatic. You want things to go back to the way they were in the golden days, and you have a loyalty to history. You tend to be romantically interested in those close to you, but you might want to think about expanding your dating pool out just a little bit. You wouldn't want to end up marrying your sister now, would you? King Tut. Edray, what are your thoughts on King Tut?
He was killed at age 19.
I know. He was the youngest king ever, huh? Pretty young king. Anyways, that's because of that. That's our ending, folks. King Tut. We are all King Tut. That was a fun little quiz. Did you think it was a fun quiz? If not, well, that's just your opinion, and that's fine. So all we have here are opinions and Red King Imperial Red Ale, 8.6% alcohol by volume, 8 out of 10 ranking, beer.
We are a million and billion.